Hello and welcome to a new Scale 500 news video here on the channel. In the past weekend, A4Airport had a really interesting presentation where they were looking back at 2024, but also digging into what they are planning for 2025. And I think there were quite some really interesting announcements there, so we should take a closer look at it. With the presentation, they started firstly looking back at 2024 and highlighting what went well, but they did not shy away from also taking a look at what perhaps didn't go as planned. And I think this is a very commendable step, because they are simply operating as a company that actually has the ambition of being in the 21st century. There is no need to hide behind a wall of silence when you have failures. No, address them, show that you are aware of them, and then work towards fixing them. And that's what they are doing, and I think that deserves praise. Now, they did, of course, show some of their best sellers. That's fair enough. Obviously, they are happy with that. What I think is quite nice as well to see here is that among the best sellers were actually the GSE set 01, which I think shows that these GSE sets are actually quite popular, which I can understand because they are a very cost-effective way of really bringing an airport setup to life. But of course, they didn't just look back. No, they did, of course, also spend quite a bit of time looking forward into 2025 and explain their goals and what kind of products we can expect from them. Some of the highlights here were, of course, that they are trying to further improve their instruction manuals and add more accessories to each set, which I think is a great move. Apart from that, they also have mentioned that they are now not just offering products with A4 boards and A3 boards, but they will also start introducing sets with A2 boards. Furthermore, they are, of course, also, which they already talked about last year, going into the 3D printed business with accessories in plastic. Overall, A4Airport will have several product series on offer for 2025. Among those will be the modular international and regional series. They will have the display series, they will have the real-life replicas, they will have the accessories, they will have some specials, which we will go into a little bit later in the video. They will continue with the Airport Codes series, which I think is a quite funny series, which is giving collectors really the opportunity to basically travel the world with their models. Has, I think, a lot of potential, and it does look like they're also trying to rework that series a little bit with the first 10 sets, and then of course adding more sets to that series. And then they have two new introductions, something they will call Airport Styles. We will talk about that also in a second. And then the 3D Airport, that name might still change, but that's basically the 3D printed accessories. Now, the modular, both the international and regional series, is something that you are already quite familiar with if you have been watching my channel. We have also already reviewed products from those series. Then, of course, we have the display series, which we have also already reviewed some products of here on the channel. All these mentioned series, A4Airport is releasing in both scales 500, 400 and 200. Not always at the same time, but over time you will have the option of all three scales for most, if not all, of these sets. With the real airport series, A4Airport is of course regularly trying to replicate real-life airports, sometimes the entire airport, but it looks like for 2025 they are trying to replicate at least parts of some of the larger airports around. So in scale 200 they will be realizing the London City airport setup. That's already something we have seen in other scales before. And then they will continue with a part of Hamburg Airport, a part of Warsaw Airport, and a part of Manchester Airport. The 2025 special set will be the first set, which is using the new A2 format. It will be available apparently in January, so fairly soon. In addition, with special kit, they will also introduce a roll set, which they call it. I'm not entirely sure what that is, but I assume it could be a mat instead of having just plates, but we will see, given that it is being released fairly soon. So they say the special set 2025 will be a small regional airport, and that is planned to be released on the 25th of January. And then they say sets in roll format are planned. Again, I assume that this roll is basically a foil. And as they say here, sets with the width of standard desks and tables printed on a single roll, produced, products planned but not confirmed. So that does sound quite interesting, but we will see what it is exactly, I guess, a little bit later this year. Then we come to one of my personal highlights, and that's of course the accessories. I have already reviewed some of the accessories here on my channel. I actually do have another accessory set which I bought last year, but I just didn't have the time to put together. But I will do so this year and also review it here on the channel, so just keep your eyes peeled for that. But there are more new sets planned in the paper cut version of the accessories from A4Airport. In fact, for 2025 they have the sets 04, 05 and 06 planned, which will be city. So that's a city theme, so taxis, service vehicles, police, city buses and coaches. For the military set, well, it doesn't specify exactly what it is, but it will of course have some kind of military theme and look. And then we have the winter set, which will have pavement snow removal and aircraft de-icing vehicles. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to see what these sets will exactly include and how it will look. But yeah, I mean, yes, of course, these paper cut GSE sets are not for everybody, but they are a very cost-effective way of adding a lot of stuff to your airport setups, and I think they are definitely worth having a look at, and they are always really fairly priced. Then we come to a whole new product series in the A4Airport range, which is the Airport Styles. And it's not 100% clear what they are up to with this series, except that it does seem like, for me, they are trying to make airports in specific styles of specific regions in the world. So those won't be replicas, but fictional airports, but in well, yeah, in a style that kind of fits a specific region or area. They have specified that at least for 2025 they have planned to release an airport that is called British Airport, American Airport, Modern Airport and Tropical Airport. So I think again here we get some great variety with the offered products. And what is really interesting here as well is that all these sets will be in the form of one large board and have a background. So that's quite a lovely feature. It will be interesting to see how large this board is. Is it the A2 format, or are they even going for a larger format? We will see. And then they are also saying that these boards are produced in a new way. So again, could indicate that they will have a different format than what we have seen so far. Of course, then the backgrounds, and they will also be using the new accessories that they will make in 3D print. So yeah, very interesting. We will get some new, quite new features and products here from Airport with the Airport Styles series. And that leads over to the last new category, which they at the moment call 3D Airport. That is then these kind of premium accessories, as far as I can make out, where they're working with 3D printing. And the planned sets for now here seem to be jet bridges, pushback trucks, aircraft stairs, baggage loaders, and then airport tuck and carts. So I really look forward to seeing how they're doing with that. There are already quite some good 3D printed offers on the market, so it will be very interesting to see how the A4Airport product range will be, how it will look, what the price range will be, and that's definitely something I will want to look into here on the channel this year as well. So quite a lot of news here from A4Airport. What do you think about these new announced products? Do you think this is maybe something for you? Let me know what you think about all this in the comment section below. And as always, if you like this type of content, feel free to leave a like. And if you are new around here, why not hit subscribe? With that, see you in another video. I'm checking out, and bye.